your very good friend, former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, said, when he gets into power, he's going to fix corruption. And that there's a lot of corruption going on in this government. And there are a lot of voices like that who believe that what is going on right now under this administration is leading us nowhere. And that's why you see the opposition coalition coming together, and they have won. And you people should not come back in 2027 because they're sending you out of town.
Okay. Actually, will you grant me this opportunity? Now you mentioned. And that's why I say it's only in Nigeria we forget this easily. We trivialize issues. A man comes to tell you that he will solve the issue of corruption in 1 month. Is the man taking the issue of corruption very serious?
Is it not possible?
How can it be possible? Okay, let us even start from this antecedent. He was a governor for Rivers State, right? Okay, fine, very much. I like that. I'll take it one after the other. What can be more corruption when you don't want an arm of government to exist? Take, for example, can there be good governance without obeying the rule of law? Can there be good governance without the rule of law? Can there be good governance without adherence to the rule of law? Can there be? That's one. Can such a man really be the one that can fight corruption in 1 month? 2, you remember that he was indicted by Judicial Panel of Inquiry on some of the properties, assets of Rivers State government.
Under your administration.
It doesn't matter. It must be somebody must be in charge at that time.
But remember, you orchestrated it.
Well, when I orchestrated, I did not orchestrate. He went to court. The same court he shut down. And he was the first person, when we opened the court, he was the first person that ran to the court. Said, look, protect me. That was why the judge said, the court is not only for the poor, it's only for the rich. You shut this court down. Now you are the first person that have now rushed to court for protection. But be it as it may, he was fully indicted. And what were the issues? The man who went to fight corruption in 1 month, our gas turbine, $308 million. He sold it to the Sahara. Where's the body? Which account did they pay to? He spent $30 million on Karibi-Whyte hospital.
But the gas turbines.
I'm coming.
You came into it. You didn't see the money. You can't trace.
It's not there.
But you are not able to trace.
No, that's why we tried to prosecute him. He was not there. I'll come to that. $30 million. He said he put Karibi-Whyte hospital. Where is the foundation of the hospital? Where is the foundation? Can he go today and say, look at the foundation I done for $30 million US? 3. The monorail. He spent $74 billion naira. Where is the monorail?
You stopped it?
No.
The monorail passes right in front of the government house. But you didn't believe in the project.
No, it's not true. If there's a road you have done, people will be using the road and they do not complete it. They will know that you have started the road and it's being used, but the road phase we can complete is not correct.
You said that the rail is to nowhere. Because I remember interviewing you.
That's what I'm trying to say. How would you have spent 74 billion naira in 1-point-something kilometer? Something that you do has no impact. Taking traffic from where to where?
No record of this.
I'm telling you, sir. This is a man that will stop corruption in 1 month. And you look at Nigerians. We are so daft. We don't know anything. It has come to the point where any politician can come and tell us and speak to you, and then you listen to such garbage that somebody will tell you stop corruption in 1 month in this country, which we are trivializing the issue of corruption.
But they say that they want to fix Nigeria.
No,
that is what the ADC stands for.
No, the point that he cannot. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rotimi Amaechi said he's going to be the next president of Nigeria
please.
if given the ticket.
Please. No, he knows he won't get the ticket.
Why?
No,
Why not?
please. You see what he said, that I read, he said he knows the weaknesses of the president. So he knows how to defeat him. But he also knew the weakness of the president in 2022 when the president defeated him mercilessly in their primaries. He didn't know his weaknesses then. It is now he knew the weaknesses.
Maybe he has studied it and
okay, now he has studied it. But let me tell Nigerians know the last person they will give ticket, because you know that is dead on arrival. Not called dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival.
So you've seen how Wike exposed all of Amaechi's corrupt cases, some of Amaechi's corrupt cases or allegations of corruption and weaknesses. And on this channel, I've said over and again that it will be foolish for ADC to assume or to even think of, making Amaechi their presidential candidate. Apart from Peter Obi being the presidential candidate of ADC, ADC wouldn't work. Nigerians won't look at Atiku at all. I've said it at 81. You're telling us that 81 Atiku is going to be the best bet. But let's veer back to Amaechi and Wike. These comments made by Wike is an exposition into how corrupt our politicians are. It's an exposition into how wasteful our politicians are, how they mismanage public funds, and they live as kings while Nigerians live as paupers. It tells you exactly the mindset our politicians have, the longevity of our thinking. This same Amaechi, Wike rather, this same Wike was the same person that told Nigerians that he would never work for, be part of APC. And shortly after that, he's a minister within the APC government, and he's one of the biggest, bucket carrier for Bola Tinubu, because Wike only serves whoever is benefiting him at that particular point in time. And at some point later, he will veer off Bola Tinubu and he would abuse him. So we're all waiting for that to happen. That script will play out at some point. But what you can see, technically showing to what we have said, many of us have said this again and again, that anyone thinking that Amaechi is a candidate to fix Nigeria is wasting their time. Amaechi has no value for Nigerians. Amaechi, same person they asked how you made your money, including this Wike, and by this same person, Sheon, asking the both of them how you made your money, they couldn't even tell. So that lets you understand some of the things that Wike talked about. The monorail, that was launched in 2011, 2012 by Amaechi, and how they wasted money about it. Even the hospital or the gas turbine, or how they inflate the price. If you look at today's, work that they do in Abuja, for example, in the ICC center, how much they spend to renovate it. Renovation is more costlier than the cost of building the entire infrastructure. Wiki hasn't talked about that. They haven't talked about how much they're inflating the cost of roads today. Look at the Lagos to Calabar coastal road. They've not talked about how much they inflated the price. You can see it's only when they talk to attack each other, they expose themselves. We like it because we're now seeing it play out in the open. The things that the entire world knows about our Nigerian politicians and how corrupt they are. So, in terms of Amaechi being a presidential candidate for the ADC, if for once I want to agree with Wike, it's dead on arrival. ADC makes a mistake and thinks, oh, we're going to collect bribe and then we'll foster Amaechi on Nigerians. It's not going to work. Of course, there'll be those people that will mobilize, they will gather to, bribe to come and campaign for them. However, Nigerians are not going to vote for Amaechi beyond, and even Atiku. But so Wiki has exposed a lot of things about Amaechi that we all knew that Amaechi was never clean. And Amaechi, like Bola Tinubu, cannot fight corruption. These guys were made by corruption. Amaechi, Wike, Tinubu, all of these guys were made by corruption. Politicians have become wealthier than the country they're supposed to be, managing, because they steal clean from the country. when none of them can tell the nation how they made their money as private citizens, but as politicians, they've amassed so much. Until they're out of power, that's when you will know how much they've stolen. The reason why nobody has come for Bola Tinubu is because Bola Tinubu put a system in place to continue to protect himself, continuously putting the same people around him, the same people to be governors and whatnot, dictates who will be what, because his constant protection is needed. Wike wants the same thing for Rivers State. The day Wike loses control, you will see what will happen. The day APC loses control of a Lagos State, you will see what is going to happen. It's that simple. It's only until they expose when they don't have friends in power anymore. That's when you start to see all of this. But in terms of Wike being or Amechi being the presidential candidate for ADC, he's dead on arrival. Wike got it right. But again, we're not, mindless of the fact that the same outrageous spending and corrupt cases that they already accused Amechi of is exactly the same thing they're doing all across the country. We know this administration. This is a corrupt administration. We know that, and there's nothing Bola Tinubu can do to fix Nigeria. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Amechi? With Wike rather? Do you agree with Wike to say that Amechi's presidential ambition is dead on arrival? Does Amechi even have a chance to become a presidential candidate in the first place? Put your comments in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you've not done so, and recommend this channel. I'll catch you later. God bless you. Bye bye for now.